Every now and again, I look at millennials and I think I have my sanity a lot more intact than they do. And the sole reason behind that might be YouTube Premium. Hey guys, my name is Ellen Fox. Welcome to my channel, and I think today is the day I will make a confession. I was broke as hell as a kid. I was broke as hell. And my parents were on the brink of breaking my bones. So I never asked them to get me YouTube Premium. So the ultimate years when all these YouTubers were getting their originals on YouTube Originals, I did not add a penny to making them millionaires. Not a penny. Like, I was not even watching YouTube to begin with. I started watching YouTube like, I don't know, in 8th grade? So like I started watching YouTube then, and I remember even in 8th grade, I was like watching Brent, Rivera, and My Life as Ava, and May Baby, and all these YouTubers, and I thought they were the shit. And just a couple of days ago, I was explaining to my parents the difference between something being shit and something being the shit. And guess what? Everything that was the shit a decade ago has now turned into just shit. Just like Brent Rivera, who was apparently in a scandal just a couple of days ago, and YouTube thought now is the perfect time to drag him through some more dirt and recommend me Alexander IRL, which I didn't even know existed. Like, I didn't know that My Life as Ava had her own original and like some other people did, but I never knew that Brent Rivera had his own original movie. Like, until 2 days ago, I had not heard the words Alexander IRL in my life. Nobody talks about it. I mean, it's not something worthy of being talked about, but that has never really stopped people from talking about certain things. I mean, it's really doesn't depend on the worth. People just talk about stuff just for the sake of talking. And by people, I mean myself. So today we're going to be talking about Alexander IRL because I suffered through, God knows, it felt like 6 hours. But apparently it's like 1.5 hours of watching this film. And now I'm gonna put you through the suffering because I cannot suffer this alone. So Alexander IRL basically revolves around Alexander, obviously, who is a high school student played by Brent Rivera, which I thought was a good casting choice because he looked young enough. Most of the time people do have this complaint. They're like, oh, a 30-year-old should not be playing a high schooler. Well, we cannot make 15-year-olds do the shit that we make these high schoolers do, so.
How do you know that?
Check out my lock screen.
You know what surprises me the most about this? It's been like a decade since this film came out, and yet some way, somehow, Brent Rivera still has the exact same facial expressions. I change my personality 10 times a day. He did not change his in 10 years.
That's a bot.
I like to know how much they paid him for this. Because, like, I like the green piece of paper as much as the next person. Would I do this? I really want to know how much they paid him for it. Was it really worth it? Okay, so like I noticed that this film was like super cool, and there was like an entire collection of all these cool words that you and I need to memorize. So like I made a counter. We are going to take notes and we're going to memorize all these words, and then we're going to implement them in our life because we want to be cool too.
I've heard of online dating, but this is redonkulous.
The best bit is the part where Brent is sitting towards his right and he is pointing towards his left.
This section is to combine everything you've learned in the last 2 months into a presentation about, as the name suggests, you.
I am so glad Netflix made a series called You, because if I write a presentation on myself, the teacher is going to light herself on fire.
Alexa, what's the weather today?
Currently 69 degrees with clear skies.
I will never understand the people who wake up every morning and go, Alexa, what is the weather today? I mean, yes, my mother does it too, but that does not mean these sort of people are any more understandable. Why do you want to know the weather? It's not like you're going to dress accordingly. It's not like you're running a farm. It's not like you got any sort of business. It makes sense when a farmer wakes up. Farmers don't even have Alexa. They wake up every morning, look at the sun and go, it's gonna rain. Why do you want to know the weather, Mom?
What?
No.
It's 7:30. I'm gonna be late.
I thought he was on the toilet. What other reason could one have to only show this much of their body? Unless you're naked under there.
What's the rush?
Why does he have a head on his shelf?
All right. Call my cell phone only in emergencies. It's $2 a minute.
Anyway, so now the parents are going on a vacation, and despite raising these two for the past 20 years, they still don't know their kids any better than we have learned about them in the past 20 minutes. These kids are not going to take good care of your house. Don't leave them.
These 3 dots right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna click those 3 dots, boom, and then we're gonna copy, boom, paste, voila.
You don't need the keyboard to go to the 3 dots, or really, in all that you just did right there, none of that really requires the keys, but I am losing brain cells with every passing second. I'm gonna kill myself after this. Casting directors would never make sense to me because they would cast 2 guys who look so similar that I was not able to tell them apart throughout the film, but wouldn't cast 2 Asian guys who look nothing alike. The fact that in Hollywood people are literally turned down from roles because, oh, we've already casted a black person, we don't need another one. But then they go ahead and cast 2 white people as if they look completely different. Surprise, surprise! To us, you look the same. Throughout this movie, the only difference between EJ and that other guy was the fact that the other guy wore a suit. And then in one scene, EJ wore a suit and I was like,
I'm about to show you something that's gonna change your life.
Jay, I don't have time for more YouTube fail compilations, okay? I have a meeting that I have to go to.
I'll be honest with you, that was a little funny. I would have laughed if I had any brain cells left to, kind of tell my mouth that now we should laugh.
Expelliarmus. What? We can bang this project out in our sleep.
I'm allowed to agree to that. The only place you are banging is in your sleep.
Or this. That's crushing it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, now, do not you dare say anything about that. That was the shit back in the day.
But you're missing the point. All of those clicks have a thing. They're all unique. I'm just some kid.
Aww, so this time they switched genders. Usually I'm just a girl. This time we have just a boy. How different. This is such a unique story. I feel like this is something that we haven't seen in Hollywood before. I don't think even any other industry has done this before. This is just such a mind-blowing and such a revolutionary idea. I can't believe I've slept on this film for so long.
Let's just think about all the rad parties we've been to in the past.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening to that conversation. I was too focused on the green shirt guy in the background who kept changing his positions all the time.
Oh!
Hola.
Juan Pablo. Senin burada?
You're sure you can get this out by Thursday?
Yeah.
Is that Ezra Miller?
Much money to someone I never met on the internet.
That is Ezra Miller.
Man surges, everybody's devices turn off, except for emergency calls and Taco Bell. We all conserve energy, and you guys have to go out and do stuff that doesn't involve being on your iPads and Xboxes and what have you.
That is the floppest app idea I've came across in my life. I mean, it might be popular with parents, but parents don't even know how to download apps, let alone operate them. I feel hungry. Let's have some Pop Rocks. I haven't had Pop Rocks in a minute. I know this doesn't count as food, but that's cool. Oh, they're yellow inside. That's disappointing. Should I get the mic and do you want to hear it better?
You do irreparable damage to our social status.
You do irreparable damage to our social status every day.
That is a good one. The Pop Rocks. They're not that grapey though, by the way. For what it's worth. What? I thought it's gonna like slip or something because like that's how it usually ends. Never doubt me. Oh my god, he wants to be invited to the party.
Is it cool if I roll through?
Never doubt me.
Just wanted to give you a kiss. Oh. Whoa. I love you.
I love the green paper as much as the next person. I must remember that. I must. Also, if I ever do a film, please remind me to not ask for the script first, because please just remind me that I love the green piece of paper as much as the next person, please.
Keep everybody out of the front yard. Make sure that nobody gets in unless they've downloaded the app and their data's disabled.
No disabled people, got it.
It's not what I said.
I might get cancelled for this 5 years later, but that was the sole good joke in this whole film.
Whatever you want to tell yourself, lover boy.
So first we were creeps who were hacking into people's phones, and now we are molesting people. You know what? When it's Wattpad fan fiction, I can take it. But here it's unexcusable.
Alejandro, huh?
I love the name Alexander. If anything, like okay, this is a little too extreme, but if I could, I would get the word Alexander tattooed down my spine, like from here all the way to my tailbone. I saw it once and now I want it, but I won't get it because I'm not that insane.
Yes, I'd like to report an out-of-control party next door. Yeah, definitely underage drinking.
Son of a bitch. I have never in my life been stabbed in the back like that. I mean, yes, I've been stabbed in the back, but not like that. Not in the middle of Alexander. Like, if I ever get an Alexander tattoo, please do not stab me in the back. I cannot have that tattoo messed up. What did I ever do to you? What did I ever do to deserve this?
We work for a venture capital fund, and we were just throwing an event to try to get it going.
I don't understand fancy words like venture capital and event.
I have never related to anyone more in my life. Never. Never. So there's like 12 minutes left of the film with all this mess for us to collect, and you're showing me wires?
You can't let anything get in between you and something you want.
Oh. So you're saying I should lock low in a secret compartment.
Now, when Joe did it, we thought it was cool. We actually were rooting for him.
You know what? I think he is finally really starting to lose it.
The dog's still there? Because I swear there was this one clip during the party where it seemed like somebody was stealing the dog. Like they were taking the dog along when like the police raided and everything. No, I'm not gonna go back and look for that clip so you guys can see it. No, I'm not gonna put myself through that. But yeah, there was this one clip, so I thought, you know, maybe somebody's gonna steal the dog. So he dresses up as Steve Jobs just to have his app only on Google Play. Cool. I think that is a different kind of, it takes a different type of person to do that.
You're funded.
I heard the F and I was like, you're fired? But no, they're funded. Good for them. Can we please get this over with? Why is this not ending?
Selfie time. Let's just live in the moment.
I just want to know who makes these movies that preach that we should not be on our phones. If we go off our phones, you will go out of business. So I don't understand the philosophy behind this. Is there like a quota? Is there like a designated number of films that is assigned by the government? Like you have to make this amount of films that teach morality and teach you to put down your phone and go out there and go for a hike and be a good person and choose the good guy. And then the rest of it can be like 365 days because that's what we all want to watch anyway. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. Even if we hate watch, we do watch it. I'm glad they understood. If people get off their phones, we'll go out of business. Please stop making films like this. Do I need to give final thoughts? Because I honestly think we all have the same final thoughts. We're never rewatching this. We're gonna push this in a back file labeled do not open, do not recall, do not remember, do not render, do not ribeye, all the R's. And that's enough outro. I cannot talk about this anymore. That was it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give me a like. Also, comment below and let me know who is your favorite YouTuber from like the 2010s. And also subscribe, click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload, and also follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. They're both at AlNifFox, and check out my comedy channel at AlNif. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm the only AlNifFox in this world, and today we had some great pop rocks. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!
It's when we leave and all I really wanna know. When we leave and all I really need to know is when we leave.